Now, what are some of, I'm sure that there's a common kind of concern. So what are some of the common concerns people are texting and calling these doctors about?
Can we say STDs on
Yeah.
News 24?
Yeah, but we can.
Yeah,
We can.
depends on your segment. Is the youth? I mean, it's all life stage based. So
Yeah.
our youth market, it's relationships, sexual health, pregnancy. There's a whole addiction, peer pressure. So it's
can
your
imagine
classic,
also-
and we're anonymous. So
Exactly,
we're
having
trusted.
that
We've got a
information
great TV show. We've got a great brand that Mike's created. So we're a trusted source of medical information and advice. So people don't feel threatened. You're not having to speak to your mother, your best friend, or anything like that. So in that youth market, we certainly deal with the anonymous stuff in a trusted way, and that dominates 80% of our youth interaction. And by youth, we mean sort of 16 to 24, is heavily focused on the stuff they don't want to talk to other people about.
Don't tell my mom.
And then as you go up the scale, it's pregnancy, it's family issues, it's children's health. And we're starting to reach an older population now, particularly in the emerging middle market using our USSD platform. And there we're starting to touch HIV, the chronic diseases, the real challenges of not living a healthy lifestyle, catching up with someone. So our view would be we're relevant across multiple age ranges. So from 16 to sort of 45 is our range of customer. And at the same time, because we have a USSD platform, an app platform, and a web platform, we actually span the sort of social, the income scales. But I would say probably about 70% of our market is what we would call the emerging middle market. People who are employed, who have typically consumed healthcare in the public sector, but aspire to better service and a better quality of life, so they're willing to pay for access into a private sector service. And they typically don't have medical aid or insurance. So they'll have your classic insurance for that market, which is sort of a bit of life cover, funeral cover, and a hospital cash plan product, but they've got no access to primary healthcare or day-to-day healthcare benefits from an insured perspective. So we're seeing some interesting dynamics happen, but I mean, you can imagine it's if you think of different life stages, that's the questions that we're getting, which makes complete sense.
We launched some health tips a few weeks ago. You can subscribe to, they're essentially doctors' coaching tips. Two tips a day directly to your mobile phone on a number of subjects.
All right.
Weight loss, pregnancy, children's health, men's health, women's health, all sorts of things. And of those initially 12 modules that we put out there, ironically, weight loss was near the top. And maybe not ironically, I think that's a big one. But
Everyone wants to.
men's health was the second most popular.
Really?
download, which is
And
fascinating.
men's health covers sexual health.
Which is probably why. And
Yeah,
some
yeah.
great sexual tips there, man.
Yeah.
Stuff that you can really
Yeah,
believe.
some
It's not the
some
hocus
racy
pocus
stuff.
you get on the
I
doctor
imagine
told me this.
it's people wanting sexual health tips and wanting to know if Tim Noakes' diet works.
I would probably think you're right there. Yeah. Certainly on our blog, we ran a blog on the website on Tim's diet, and it was for about. In fact, it's still one of the biggest sections of our website. Right. But for the 6 weeks we had an active blog going, it was the most popular section of the site.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's because there are doctors that are commenting on the site.
Yeah.
It's not opinion, it's not sort of general, public kind of saying, I think this and I think that. Our doctors are saying, guys, medically, from a scientific background, the evidence says, and that's what people really want.